Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the FX Market Insight for Thursday, the 24th of September. All right, now a bit of a late update than what you're used to in the sort of middle of the mid morning of the European session. Let's just have a look where we finished yesterday in North America. Now, like seriously hardcore risk off, right? And we saw this across the board. All the Aussie, Kiwi, CAD in particular, shooting all over the place, and the dollar index continuing to climb the ladder. All right, now this is, I don't want to sort of keep harping on it, but the writing was on the wall at the start of the week, and there's no. I was going to say like crime in missing it, but you know what? Because we have had so many false starts, and what we were looking for is some sign of what the dollar was doing. Obviously, these moves here at the start of the week, these are the key levels to be getting in to these pairs. Dollar CAD didn't really sort of retrace from the previous move. So like Aussie, Kiwi, dollar, euro, and sterling, right, all belted to the downside. I still think there's probably 100 points in it, but this isn't the time to be selling, right? If you've missed it, you've missed it. So if anything, you're looking for retracements here, and I think it's almost getting close enough to the end of the week to start seeing these retracements. I think what we'll see is because there's been so much weird news out, right, and this whole move it's based on big money shifting into the whole US risk situation, right? Politically, COVID breakouts, et cetera, et cetera. The whole Trump situation, I heard him speaking today. It was some sort of recording from yesterday saying basically he wasn't confirming he was going to step down if he lost the election, because if they're going to count the postal votes, he reckons it's going to be rigged, and he's not going to walk away without a fight. So that creates even more of a risk-off situation. And I think we haven't really touched on the sides yet. This could really, really escalate as he gets closer to the actual election. As I said, if the polls start going towards Biden, well, then the dollar should rally, bit of a safe haven, the whole uncertainty around a change of president and power there. So that's what we've got at the moment. So that's the news, right? A little bit loosey-goose. All you can do is follow your technicals at this point. And as I said, these things have come, a couple of 100 points. I wouldn't be really getting overly excited and starting to look to sell at these current markets. So look for some sort of levels of retracement to get into these pairs. Like sterling is already sort of coming back. Now, sterling, don't forget, has got the UK, EU sort of situation still on the go. There's also, as in like the potential deal, if that comes off, sterling should rally. There's also a big outbreak or a big increase in COVID cases in the UK. That adds the negative side of things. But so sterling could get very loose. Dollar CAD is loving the sunshine on the top side. And, with oil really hasn't started to fall yet. I'm surprised oil's still around $39. As demand for oil sort of generally falls, you would have thought it'd be back another $4 or $5 lower, pushes dollar CAD higher as well. So that's where we are coming into the session now. Just to give you a look at the daily market insight, I've just updated this page. Now, so to me, trading conditions are good, right? I mean, obviously, if you've missed the move and you see it down here, this doesn't look good, but the week technically has looked really well. But that strong risk-off profile. Now, earlier in the week, the equities weren't really playing, but they are now. I've updated some of these levels here on some of these pairs. We're getting close to a couple of big levels. 94.75, another sort of daily trend line resistance on the dollar index. And, there's a bit of work to do. Well, actually, a bit of support here. Euro's just testing 116.55 now. That may sort of hold initially. We may see some retracement. The rest of the pairs, well, the most important thing is getting the direction right. You get this right with your trade, right, your trade direction. So if these are going up, you should be saying, well, I'm a buyer. Where can I find levels to buy? Usually it's at resistance on those pairs that are going up. Now, if you're looking at the bottom pairs, well, these are clearly going down. So you'd be looking to sell through levels of support or sell back towards retracement. That's what these numbers are for, right? So don't get confused. Just because you've missed it and these pairs are going up and they look like they've gone too far, don't start trying to sell them. Don't start trying to pick the top. That's not going to work, right? It's not a very successful strategy. Now, just keep an eye on some of these US numbers coming out today. The initial jobless claims, once again, it's been a weekly sort of update on the numbers. It's sort of, it's rolled off a bit on the important side of things, but keep an eye on the Treasury Secretary. He's going to be, I've seen him come out with some weird stuff. So, politics at the moment in the US is starting to build. So we may see some strong words there from the Treasury Secretary. I don't know if it'll happen, but just keep an eye on it. If you have positions, make sure you're not running huge stop losses. There's no need to, right? You either, if you're short, take some profits, look for retracements, or look to on a break of these, the next level of support or resistance. All right, guys, bit of a late update, as I said. Hopefully that makes sense to you, and all the very best with the trading. Cheerio.